All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to break down a really solid framework for building a profitable online business. We're talking about hitting $10,000 a month using nothing but free AI tools. That's right, zero investment, no fluff, just the step-by-step blueprint. So, first things first, let's just tackle this one head on. For forever, we've all been told that to start a real business, you need a ton of cash up front, right? But what if that's just not true anymore? What if the game has completely changed? And this really nails the massive shift we're seeing. We went from this world of high costs and crazy risk to one where the most important things are free tools and just showing up every day. Thanks to AI and automation, the barrier to entry has pretty much just vanished. So yeah, welcome to the new rules of business. We're playing in a totally different sandbox now, one where just one person with a laptop can build a seriously powerful income-generating machine. Let's get into how that actually works. This quote right here, this is probably the most important idea in this entire model. The goal is not to work more hours. No, the goal is to build a system of assets, things that make money for you 24/7, even when you're sleeping or on vacation. So what is this system? What are we actually building? Because it's not just a website or, a social media account. We're putting together what the source material calls an AI asset engine. And here's what that means. It's a whole ecosystem. Think of it like a little factory. You create a digital asset one time, maybe it's an article or a guide, and then the system you build just automatically sends it out and monetizes it for you again and again and again. And to make this really concrete, here are the exact kinds of assets you'd be creating. We're talking about SEO blog posts that pull in traffic from Google, digital products like ebooks, and all the social media content you can create by just repurposing your main articles. Every single one of these is like a little employee working for you in your engine. Okay, the concept is cool, right? But how do you actually build it? Well, the source lays out a really simple 3-phase blueprint that literally takes you from a blank screen to a business that's making you money. So phase 1 is all about getting your foundation right. Step 1, you have to find a profitable niche. That just means finding a group of people with a real problem who are already spending money to solve it. And step 2, you gather your free tools. We're talking AI for writing, Canva for design, and a free platform like WordPress to get it all out into the world. Now, phase 2 is where the rubber meets the road. This is all about execution. And the absolute heart of this strategy is creating a ton of content. Seriously, we're talking 1 to 3 articles every single day, all aimed at those super specific search terms that attract people ready to buy. And here's the key, you don't wait to make money. You build in different ways to get paid right from the very beginning. And finally, phase 3 is all about scaling smart. You don't just hit publish on an article and call it a day. Nope. You build a system that chops it up into dozens of social media posts. Then, and this is the magic part, you use free automation tools like N8 or Zapier to make all your apps talk to each other and run that system for you. That frees you up to think about the big picture. Okay, let's get real for a second. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. The blueprint is simple, but it demands serious discipline. So let's talk about what that growth journey actually feels like. This timeline is so important for setting expectations. In your first month, you're just laying the groundwork. Maybe you make a couple $100. By month 3, once your first products are out and the search engines start to notice you, you could be hitting $1,000 to $3,000. And then the magic of compounding kicks in. By month 6, with hundreds of articles out there working for you, that goal of $5,000 or even $10,000 a month starts to feel very, very real. And what does that $10,000 a month even look like? Well, as you can see here, it's not from just one thing. It's a healthy mix. Maybe about half, 50%, comes from your own digital products, another 30% or so from affiliate marketing, and the last 20% from services. That diversification is what makes the business so stable. So what does this all boil down to? Success with this kind of model really comes from 3 things. Number 1, unbreakable consistency. Publishing content has to be non-negotiable. 2, a clear plan for making money from day 1. And 3, always be thinking about building systems, not just checking off tasks. Of course, it's just as important to know what traps to avoid. The source points out 3 huge mistakes that just kill your progress: making your tools too complicated, waiting for everything to be perfect, and waiting too long to monetize. And for all 3, the fix is basically the same. Keep it simple and just keep shipping. All right, we've gone over the why, the what, and the how.
You've seen the timeline, you know the mistakes to dodge, so now the focus kind of shifts from just learning about it to doing something with it.
Let's end on this really powerful idea from the source. It's not about being the smartest person in the room or having the most experience. The people who win in this new world are the ones who just take action consistently, who build systems, and who focus on strategies that can grow.
Look, the tools are free, the barriers are gone. You have the blueprint right in front of you. The only thing left in the equation is execution. So the question isn't really, is this possible? The real question is, what are you going to build?
All right.